Hello, everyone. How are you today? I'm Kelly Lee Sappenfield, and today we're going to talk about visualization. And do you use it? And if you use it, what are some great practices in using it? But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Kelly Lee Sappenfield. I'm a fifth generation metaphysician, spiritual and soul evolution coach, speaker, and author. And I have a couple announcements I want to get to right off the bat so we can get them out of the way. And that is, I will be speaking for East West Bookstore out of Mountain View, California on June 27th and 28th. And on the 27th, I'm talking about my first near death experience and how you don't have to die to transform. And on the 28th, I'm going to be speaking about soul vibration and evolutionary path of your soul and how we communicate according to our soul vibration level and we express love according to our vibrational level. So join me there, and you can go to either East West Bookstore out of Mountain View, California's Facebook page, or you can go to their website, and I'm going to put it in the comments. Go to their event page on their website, scroll down to the 27th and 28th of June, and you can sign up. And the 27th is free, and it's on Zoom, and you can join in from anywhere in the world. So come join us, okay? And then I'm also offering 1 hour spiritual power hours where for 1 hour at a time, you get me and we can really get some work done together. And those are a special price just for East West Bookstore. So you have to let me know. You can private message me and say, hey, I want the East West Bookstore Spiritual Power Hour, and we'll get you scheduled. Or you can go through them and schedule it. Either way. But today, let's talk about visualization. Visualization is key, and it's a practice and it's a habit that everyone needs to get into, because before anything can manifest, we have to be able to visualize it, and not only to be able to see it, but to be able to feel it, to be able to smell, taste, everything when it comes to what it is we're wanting to manifest. One of the fastest ways to start that manifestation process is visualization. So if you quiet your mind, close your eyes, and for a minimum of 17 seconds. Now, you think, oh, only 17 seconds? Most people have a very hard time holding one singular thing in their mind for 17 seconds. Their mind tends to drift. So what I suggest is you just set the timer on your phone for 17 seconds. And you keep, during that 17 seconds, I want you to see what it is you want to manifest as though it is already currently manifested. I want you to smell what it smells like when you're in that space, taste what it tastes like when you're in that space, hear what it is that you're hearing when you're in that space of that already manifested, and feel it. Feel it in every fiber of not only your body, but of your aura and your energy and everything. I want you to feel what it feels like that that's already manifested. And it doesn't matter what area of your life you're wanting to manifest in. It could be your health, it could be your finances, it could be your spiritual connection, it could be your education, it could be your relationships, it could be your career, it could be, I really want, once we're all done with COVID-19 and everything, I really want to take a cruise. And you see yourself taking that dream cruise. But the key is visualization. We have to start there because we have to start changing our vibration to match that which we want to manifest. So for 17 seconds, you hold that, you live that, and you see that, you feel it, everything for 17 seconds. And you do that at least once a day, every single day. And once you know that you've passed that 17 seconds, like I'm still feeling, I'm still in this, I'm still doing it all, and that timer goes off at 17 seconds, then set your timer for 64 seconds. Because once you can hold that for 64 seconds, the universe is like, okay, we're bringing it on. And then you hold that in that visualization for those 64 seconds or longer if you can, but 64 seconds every single day, at least once a day. And you can do this multiple times a day. I mean, we're literally talking a minute and 4 seconds here. You can do this every time, excuse the vernacular, but every time you have to go to the bathroom, you can do this. Every time you're sitting there and not doing anything, and instead of scrolling through the TV because there's nothing on TV, and you're sitting there wasting a minute of your time scrolling through when you already know there's nothing on TV, turn the TV off and do your visualization. Then take it a step further and do a visualization meditation where you go up and you specifically, you see everything around you in the meditation. You're playing it out. You've got your plans made. You know the steps you need to take. You see yourself in that position. You see yourself in that new career. You see yourself financially free. Because a lot of people say, well, I want more money. Well, okay, who doesn't want more money? But at the same time, by saying I want more money, that's something in the future. That's not now. That's not today. So instead of saying I want more money, visualize yourself having money. And what does the money give you? The money doesn't give you the money. The money gives you the freedom to do whatever it is you want to do, the freedom to live your life the way you want to live it, right? To have the things you want, to be able to do the things you want. If retirement's something you want to be able to do, that is the freedom that money gives you. So you have to feel that freedom when you're visualizing manifesting more money. So the next step is the visualization meditation. After that, you have journaling. You have vision boards. You have post-it notes where you're inundating yourself in every physical, possible, visual way of what you want to manifest. There is a hand-brain connection that when we write stuff out in the present tense, we're seeing it, we're doing it, and we start changing the paradigm in our subconscious to create it. Because most of us, when we're wanting to manifest something, there's some old programming in there that we get caught up on. And that's why visualization is so important. And that's why journaling is so important in the present tense. Not journaling in the tense that, oh, I wish I didn't have this, or oh, I wish this was a better situation, or I wish my relationship was better with my husband. No, you journal that you have a fantastic relationship with great communication and everything else with your husband, right? You don't journal to manifest what is in your current quote unquote reality. You journal to manifest what you want your reality to actually be. And that's how it becomes your reality. And then we, once again, post-it notes or note cards or whatever all over the place. We've written it out. We've seen it. We felt it. We actively wrote it out. We took an action and we wrote it out. That's part of the law of attraction. You have to take action. We took that action and we wrote it out. I know that action seems minimal, but it's not. We wrote it out and then we actively posted it wherever we wanted to post it. You actively do a vision board if you want to do a vision board. You actively do your visualizations, do your visualization meditations, and the combination of those starts changing your vibration so that you see the opportunities and the chances and the doors opening, and you realize, oh, I just met that person. I need to talk to them, right? You do all those things together, and spirit brings you what you need to make that your reality. Now, if you haven't heard me say it before, I'll say it again. You can stare at a vision board till the cows come home. But if you do not get up and act upon it, then spirit's like, okay, they made a pretty picture, but they're not serious. They're not doing anything about it. You have to get up and act upon it. So when you start the visualization process to manifest something, you have to do what you're guided to do. Spirit will give you the guidance. Spirit will open the doors. Spirit will give you the people you need to meet along the way and everything else. But if you're just sitting there on your couch staring at a vision board, chances are you're not going to see it. Chances are you're not going to do it. And chances are, especially if it's maybe doing something that makes you really uncomfortable, you're going to pull back and you're going to say, nope, I really want this, but I'm not willing to do that for it. Right? Kind of like the old Meatloaf song, you know? So you have to change your vibration in order to manifest the things you're wanting to manifest in your life. That's why as a soul evolution coach, I bring visioneering to the board. Because what is visioneering? It's taking the spiritual aspect of everything and the tactile human aspect of everything and combining them. Most people focus either one or the other, but they don't want to combine them. And the magic happens when you combine them. So, 17 seconds to start with. Your visualization. See it, believe it, feel it, smell it, taste it, hear it, the whole thing. Start out 17 seconds, at least once a day. Move up then to 64 seconds. And it's like getting on the Autobahn. Then move that up to adding in the visualization meditation. And now you're on the private jet towards manifestation. Then add in the journaling and the post-it notes and the vision board if you want to do a vision board, and the actions that are brought to you to take. And now you're on the rocket ship to manifestation. But it all starts with you. You have the desire. You have I want this. I want more money. I want better health, better relationships. a new promotion at my job, whatever it is that you're wanting, start visualizing it because that's what will bring it to you. And don't let your mind let you go into doubt. You have to know it is a reality. It is your reality. Now, you're telling me, well, I could say I want to win the lottery, but I don't have $300 million in my checking account. It's not the $300 million that you visualize. It's the freedom that $300 million gives you. What does that freedom look for you like to you? Because that freedom that $300 million, if you won the lottery, would bring means something different to each and every one of us. And don't just focus on, well, I could pay off my debts. Okay. Do you have $300 million in debt? I doubt it. So, what does that freedom mean to you? Start exploring what that freedom means and visualize it. Visualize it and visualize it and visualize it until you cannot even perceive that it is not a reality. And that is what makes the difference between those that manifest and those who always seem to have trouble manifesting their wants. It's not that they're not manifesting, but they're so focused on what their quote unquote reality is today that they can't get out of it to bring in the new reality they want. That's why visualization is so key. It literally puts your vibration in the vibration of what you want as opposed to your perceived reality of what things are today. So, really think about what you want, why you want it, and then start visualizing it because they're essential. You cannot visioneer anything in your life purposefully without combining the spirituality of it and the tactileness of it. You have to combine them. And that means doing the spiritual work, doing the manifestation work, and then acting upon it. So if you meet some stranger at the grocery store and you're distancing yourself 6 feet apart and you're waiting for them to get their dozen of eggs so you can go up and get your dozen of eggs, and you say something like, no worries, I'm not in any big hurry, go ahead and get your dozen of eggs, I'll hang back and everything. They're like, oh, thank you. And you strike up a conversation with them. That person may be the key that you're looking for to create your new reality. And it may be them themselves, it may be them who someone they know, and you've struck up a conversation with them because your intuition told you to strike up a conversation and you acted on it. You see the key? You acted on that. When spirit gave you the doorway, you opened it, you stepped through it, you acted upon it, and you did it. But it all goes back to the visualization, and you have to do that daily. And like I said, you can do it multiple times daily. It doesn't matter how many times a day you do it, the more the better. Because the more you do it, the faster you're going to change your vibration. And the faster maybe old uncomfortable paradigms come up and you're like, well, where in the world did that thought come from? That's not what I want. Because you're changing your vibration and you're no longer accepting what was. I really hope this helps. I really hope you understand visualization. And if you don't, then private message me, grab a free complimentary 30-minute soul session with me, and I will work it through with you on a one-on-one basis. You go to my website, kellyleesappenfield.com, you go to my Soul Evolution page, and there's the link. And after we get off the video, I'll put the link in the comments in case you don't have it. But seriously, it all starts with the visualization. If you cannot visualize a new reality for a minimum of 17 seconds, then either A, you don't really want that new reality, or B, you're not willing to do what it will take for that new reality to manifest. Because I've been talking now for over 21 minutes. I could have visualized 21 different things for those 64 seconds, nearly. So stop, think about what it is, think about, do you want what you say you want? Or are you saying you want something to appease somebody else? Because that will come really clear to you when you start visualizing it. Because you'll be like, I don't know that I really want this. Why do I think I want this? Oh, that's because my mother wants me to want this, or my boss wants me to want this, or my spouse wants me to want this, or the community I hang out with wants me to want this. And once you realize that's the case, stop. Because you don't really want it. And it doesn't matter what all those people, what every other person in the world thinks you should want. What matters is what you want. And so start visualizing what it is you want. 17 seconds. That's what it takes to start. Everyone has 17 seconds that they can find within their day. And if you can't find 17 seconds within your day, then you need to ask yourself why you're not making yourself important enough to give yourself 17 seconds a day. So I hope this helped. I hope you start your visualization and you keep going with it. And, when you work with me one-on-one and you don't know how to meditate, I'm going to teach you how to meditate. If you don't know how to visualize, I teach you how to visualize. If you don't know how to read signs, I'm teaching you how to read signs, because that's what I do. I believe truly, absolutely, that you have to combine the spiritual and the human side. So visualize and act upon it. And until I talk to you again, expect miracles. Bye-bye.